Hi. Cropping and resizing images for your website can be a pain. The problem with software like Photoshop is that it's expensive, hard to learn, and probably overkill for what you're trying to do. I'm going to show you two free tools that you can use to crop images right from your browser without having to install any software. Let's take a look. So the first one we're going to look at is Resize Image Net, and this is great for cropping or resizing single images. The first thing you want to do is click to upload an image. Once it's finished uploading, you'll see the preview image right below. The first thing you can do is choose to crop it. Now this would be if you wanted to crop down a certain section or if you were trying to match a specific pixel dimension. For example, if you wanted to update your Facebook's cover photo, they recommend an image that's 851 pixels wide and 315 pixels tall. So let's do that. I'll put in that dimension here, 851 by 315. Now you notice once I do that, when I choose to select and crop part of this picture, this box is fixed to that aspect ratio. So it's going to constrain what I can select to whatever I set here. So the actual pixel size is still almost 7,000 pixels wide. This is a really high resolution image. This is just cropping it to that aspect ratio, not the actual pixel size. The next step is actually scaling it down. So now that we've cropped it, we have the option to rotate it. I'm not going to be doing that. But then I can have the option to resize it. So right now it's over almost quite 7,000 pixels wide. We want this to be much smaller. We want this to be 851. And I want to keep that aspect ratio that I already set. You can choose to fill in the background color. Now this would be if you had cropped it out and there was part of the image didn't quite cover the crop area that you had. You could set a solid background color, but that's not the case here. So I'm going to resize this image. I'm going to choose to save this as a JPEG. And then I have the option to set the image compression. Now this is basically compressing the image down to make it a smaller file size. I'm going to leave this at best quality image for now and click resize. This is going to take a second and apply all the transformations that we set. And then you'll see the final product down here, the original image, the new image with the size. And there's a couple options. You can click to view image, which is going to open up in a new window. You can decide if you're happy with that. Say you set the compression a little bit too low. You can actually go back and bump this up here and then click resize it and it'll recompress that. Or if you are happy with it, you can click to download. It'll pop up, and at this point, this is probably where I'd name it something relevant and save that to my computer. The next tool we're going to look at is Batch Image Resizing Made Easy, or BIRME.net. This tool is a little bit more limited than the last one we looked at. You can really only resize and crop, but the benefit is you can do multiple images at once. So let's say I had a couple pictures that I wanted to crop to be a square. For example, maybe I needed to make thumbnails for our website. So what I would choose is I want to resize and crop these, and this option would just scale them so that they're all 800 pixels tall and the width is automatically based on the original size of the picture. But I actually want to crop all these so that they're an exact square. So I want the width to be 100 pixels and the height to be 800 pixels. And then I can choose how I want those to be cropped. Do I want those to be cropped to the center? Or I have the option of left and right and top and bottom. And basically what that means is if I'm doing a square and there's leftover picture, do I want that picture to get cut off from the left side, the right side, the top, or the bottom? I'm going to choose center as that's most of the content for our pictures will be right there. You can then click to browse for files or just drag and drop right into this window. So I'm going to drag a few pictures here. And you can see the originals here are going to be on the left. And then they're going to give me a preview of the new size here. So these are getting cropped, as I would expect, to be 800 pixels wide and 800 pixels tall. And it's cropping those to the center of those pictures. So as you can see, like in this one, there's some photos to the left and this whiteboard over on to the right. And those are getting cropped off. Now if I change this, that I wanted to crop this to the right, if you look back at this top picture, it's going to keep all of the entire content of the right side of that picture, and it's going to chop more of the left off. So you have some options there. You can then choose if you want to have a border, and then again the compression settings of that JPEG quality. So once you've decided what you like, you can click to save that as a zip file, and it's going to give you an option to download all those pictures. I hope you found those tools useful and it makes your life a little easier. Thanks for watching. So I'm sitting here from my kitchen today, and I'm thinking about right about now here. All right, let's take another shot at this. Hey, today we're going to talk about how to... Hi. Hey. Hi. Problem with... Hi. Hi. Hey. Hi. 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 Hey. Hey. Hi. So, hi. 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 Hey. Hi. 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 Hey.